Okay, so building out the update function, here I have our finished project. And what's going to happen is if we click on the view book right here, and we click update this book, what's going to happen is this hidden form is going to show up, and we can put something else in its place. And if you press submit, then we'll take you back to the home page, and you can see our updated book is there. So building this out, let's see, we're going to go to, let's go to the view book page. And in this page, let's update our, right here. Oh, look, we have a delete. So let's update that as well. Forgot about that. Go to our book index, and we're just gonna grab this delete action. View book and replace this delete. And then we'll have to import, remember, delete action. / delete action. And we'll also import update book. We haven't created that yet, but we will. Update book from / I'm gonna just call it update. It's not gonna like that, but we'll create it later. So we have our delete action. Let's do update book. We have to pass along all the information that we have. So I'm going to call it our prop is equal to this dot state dot single book. Okay. So let's create our component now. We have, let's do a new file, and it's going to be called update book.js. And it is going to be a class component. I'm going to call it update book. All right. Let's add our constructor. And we are passing props. That was what our props was that we were sending through. We have our super. Whoops, that is parentheses with props. And we will have state. This dot state is equal to, we're gonna have an ID. First, we're gonna just set that to 0 for now. We have a title, and that's gonna be an empty string. An author, also an empty string. And then, so we're gonna have the form, we're gonna have it be hidden and then not hidden. So when you click the button, it's going to not be hidden anymore. So we're gonna say form hidden is true. So we're gonna start off with it being hidden. All right, I'm gonna view one of these books just to see where we're at. Let's see, book is not defined. In view book. Oh, I think this needs to be single book. So we just copied it over, single book. Yeah. No. Single book is not defined. Why is that? Oh, this dot state. right? Right. Okay. Cool. So in our update, let's see. We're going to, well, let's first of all create our form. So in here, in our return, I'm gonna have a class name to this first div. It's gonna be update book wrapper. Then, so we're gonna have a button. We're gonna create the update book. It's gonna be a button that we click. So button with an on click that is equal to this dot edit book. We have not created that yet, but we will. And it's gonna be update this book. I'm gonna close this just so you can see it better. So update this book. If we click it, then it's not gonna do anything, not yet. Let's create our form. This form is gonna have an on submit. It's equal to this dot handle submit. And we'll have that for now. Add a div with a class name of, class name update title. Oh geez, update title. All right, let's see, let's have a label. For some reason, don't want to spell label correctly. Title. Then an input. Type equals text. Name equals title. Value equals this dot state dot title. And then an on change, which is equal to this dot handle change. Just like that. Self-close it. And let's do exactly the same thing with the author. I'm just going to copy this and paste it in. Instead of update title, it's going to be update author. Title is going to be author. Type text, name is author. Value is also author. And the on change stays the same. And let's see, the last thing we need is a submit button. So down here, still in our form, but after our inputs, I'm gonna have div, and inside there's gonna be a button with a type equaling submit, the value of also submit, and then it'll say submit. So yeah, there's our submit button. Cool. So as of right now, if we start typing in, it's not going to update the states. That's what we want it to do, is as we are typing in, it's going to update the states. So let's build that out. Because, let's see, let's add our binds first. So this dot edit book equals this dot edit book dot bind to this. This dot handle change equals this dot handle change dot bind. Submit. Oops. Submit dot bind to this. Cool. And now we can just create those fillers right here. Let's see. Change. And then we'll submit. Just like that. All right, let's do our handle change first so we can make sure that our state is being updated Property cannot read bind. Why? Handle change, that seems to be spelled correctly. I got it. You guys already probably saw this, but I put handle change instead of handle submit down here. Okay, well, I'm glad it was a little problem. Okay, so our handle change, it's going to be pretty easy. It's going to take in an event. And inside of there, we're going to say this dot set state. And so we're going to set the state to event dot target dot name. That's going to set equal to event dot target dot value. That's all we need to do for that. So if we right here we console log our state, this dot state. So right now it's all empty, but if we were to you see it's updating as we're typing. So the title's working and now the author's working. So that is working perfectly. Coco, all right. Okay, so let's do our edit book. And basically what we're doing is we are, in our edit book, we're resetting all of these states to whatever we put into, well, no, when we click the edit book, that's what's going to trigger the edit book. And so it's going to fill all of these forms here with the props, with the information that we had. So coming here, we're going to say this dot set state. And first we're going to do ID with this dot props dot our props, because that's what we named it, of 0. And then let's see, let's just copy that 3 more times. This dot title, or title, equals index of 1, author index of 2, and then our form hidden will be, just get rid of that. It'll be this dot state dot form hidden. And what we want is the opposite of whatever it is. So if it's true, then it's going to be, then it'll be changed. Or if it's false, so if it is showing, I'm getting mixed up. So it's not showing. Let me go to this one so I can show you better. So it's not showing right now. So form hidden is true. When we click it, it's going to change it to the opposite of that. So the form hidden will be false and it's showing. And that's what we're doing. Okay. So that's really all we need there. Let's take a look, press update book. Let's see, cannot read property 0 of undefined. Oh, it's because, let's see, in our view book, we called it our prop. And you guys probably already have seen this. I'm making mistakes left and right, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing, right? You always make mistakes when you're coding. So I call it our props, plural, instead of our prop. So let's just get rid of all that. And try again. Update book. And you can see our state here has been updated with our ID, our title, our author, and form hidden has been changed to false. That's exactly what we want. Okay, all we have to do now, well, there's a few things we have to do. Let's do our handle submit. So when we press the submit button, it'll actually connect to our backend and it will update the entry. So our handle submit is going to also take an event, and we want to do an event .prevent default so it doesn't reload our page. And then I'm going to create a few variables. Let ID equal this dot state dot ID. Let title, whoops, title equal this dot state dot title. Author, same thing. All right, now we can fetch. And it's going to be the backticks. I'm going to copy that. And it's update underscore book slash, we have our string interpolation with the ID so that we update just one book, whatever book we have selected, and not all of them. All right. Oops. We have our method, and it's put. And headers equal content dash type, which is application JSON. And then we have our body equal JSON dot stringify. And inside of there, we're passing in title. Title is equal to title, and author is equal to author. Cool. Now we have our dot then. Dot then response equals, and for right now we'll console log. Response, let's see. Console log, let's see, update response and response. And then let's catch our error. Console log, update error with our error. All right. Let's try this. So we have Harry Potter. Let's do Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Oh, wait, we got it first. I almost forgot. So it's not going to matter once we get the form hidden, unhidden going on. But if we start updating the book right now before we've set the state to our props, then it's going to come up with an error. So first we got to press update this book. And so now we have the title and the author. And we'll have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. We press submit. Then we have our update response. Perfect. So, let's see. We know that that is working. Let's change our update response. Get rid of our console log. Inside, we're going to response response.json like that, and then we'll have another dot then. We're going to say response data. Response data, we're going to return, oops. Oh, I can't spell. Response data. Return response data. There we go. And then if we wanted to go back to, geez Louise, make sure that your VS Code hasn't imported something you don't need. Okay. Then if we want to go back to our home page, we're going to say .then. We're going to have an anonymous arrow function with this, whoops, this dot props dot history dot push with to our home page. All right, so if we wanted to, let's see, let's press update this book. If we wanted to bring it back to just Harry Potter and submit, then we get, let's see, cannot read property push of undefined. Okay, so the reason it doesn't like it is because it can't find, let's see, we have this .props.history.push. It can't find the history. That's basically it can't find this right here because we are calling update book from a child, right? A child component. So if we look at this, our home is our parent component. Our view book is our child component, and so view book has access to the home page, but update book does not. This component does not. So what we got to do is we got to pass that as props. So let's go to view book, and here's our update book here. We have let's say history equals this dot props dot history. And then it should work. So click this book so it's updated. We have, I'm gonna do another Harry Potter, submit. And there we go, it took us to the homepage. So far that is working. Now what we gotta do is we need to make it so that our form will toggle back and forth. So going to view book, actually let's choose, I have two sorcerer stone right here. Let's view book. And down here in the render, we're gonna give our form some styles. So let's say, oh, I want view book. Let's go to update book, that might help. Okay. On our form, let's give it some styles. Style equals visibility, this dot state dot form hidden. So if the form is hidden, we're gonna do a ternary here. If the form is hidden, then we want, let's see, hidden. If not, then we want visible. Cool. So now we have our form here. If we update this book, then it will bring it up here. Let's see. I'm not sure why it's not being filled in. Let's take a look. But we can toggle between right here. Okay, so it looks like I have another misspelling. Surprise, surprise. Misspellings are the bane of my existence. So there we go. Now you can see that it's being updated. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or just Harry Potter. If we submit it, then you can see now we have Harry Potter. All right. That is our update functionality. So now we have all of our functionality working. We're getting a list of our books. We can view a single book. We can delete a book. We can update a book. And we can also add a book. What's left on this project is, I don't know why add book is not working here. I'll have to take a look at that. But what's left on this project is to style it.